morning, gamers! Yesterday we got a Nintendo Direct, and boy was it a doozy. Yes, it was mostly filled with Square Enix and farming simulation games. If that's what you're into, that's what you're into, but not me personally. But there was a lot of speculation for this Direct, specifically with Zelda in mind. We were gonna get Wind Waker on Switch. We were gonna get Twilight Princess on Switch. We didn't get either. However, we got a trailer to Breath of the Wild 2. Hang on now. Tears of the Kingdom. That's a great title. People are going nuts over this trailer, man. The main thing for me when it comes to this trailer is that we finally got a title. Now, we don't have to call it Breath of the Wild 2 anymore. We could finally call it Tears of the Kingdom. And it's going to take some getting used to be sure, especially abbreviating it to TOTK. Not only that, but we also got a release date, May 12th of 2023. Also worthy to note that, yes, we did get a title. Yes, we got a release date. But in terms of story or gameplay, we still have very, very little. The trailer opens up with runes, hieroglyphics, kind of the same stuff we saw on the beginning of the first Breath of the Wild 2 trailer, quote unquote. Honestly, I didn't really know what the first thing was, but then as soon as I saw the Moblins and the Bokoblins, I started freaking out because I was thinking, right, that we're not gonna get a Breath of the Wild 2 trailer because it's mostly focused on launching in winter. So who knows? But the one thing perplexes me is that while we're looking at these runes, this woman right here is supposed to be either Zelda or Hylia, whoever. By the way, it's worthy to know that the eyes, they look like the upside down Sheikah symbol. Now, that might just be because these were drawn by the Sheikah and has nothing to do with this person, being portrayed as a Sheikah, but it's worthy to know. And if we also look closely at this symbol of Zelda or Hylia or whoever, we see her wrapping her hand around what looks like quite a monstrous hand. Could that be Ganon's hand? Could it be Demise's hand? Could it be this new character that we saw at the very, very beginning? This character that looks like he's either got two big horns or two big ears and long flowing hair behind. Now, is this Ganon? Is this Demise? Is this just a brand new character? We don't know. Fast forwarding to what we see in terms of actual gameplay, we see Link opening a door. A big, massive door, what it looks like is kind of the same symbol we see later on when we actually see the title of the game. But we notice something very interesting on Link. He's not holding the Sheikah Slate. Yes, it might be because the Sheikah Slate has turned into his hand, arm, whatever. However, what is that on his belt? If we look closely, it looks like it's very similar to the statue that Hylia has in Twilight Princess. And speaking of Twilight Princess, it looks like you're collecting objects, items, MacGuffins, if you will. Could they be the Tears of the Kingdom? Could they be the Goddess Tears? The Light Spirit Tears? Who knows? Could they be quote-unquote batteries for Link's new abilities? He can only hold what looks like 8 at a time. And right here, we see him using some kind of form of stasis to bring this boulder back up into the sky. Very similar to how in the last trailer, he used it on a spiked ball up the slopes of Death Mountain. But then we get to this point. What is this thing? It's not a Loftwing, obviously. Is it a divine beast? Is it a Sheikah built thing? Was it built by the Sheikah? Was it built by the Zonai? What is this hovercraft that Link just perches on top of? I don't see any real Sheikah symbols. It doesn't really look like anything that the Sheikah have made, with the divine beast, guardians, whatever. Which makes me think, why don't we use divine beast Vemeto? And then finally we get to the symbol of the game. We get the two Zonai looking snakes, kind of reminiscent of that one picture of the two snakes eating each other. And then we get the title, The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. Now, the Master Sword, it's the broken Master Sword that we see in Aonuma's video when he said that they're going to have to delay the game. But if we look underneath, we see the rest of the sword. It looks similar to the cave drawings that we see behind the title right now. So I wonder, like, is the Master Sword going to turn into, like, kind of maybe like an energy lightsaber kind of esque sword? Or are we going to fix the sword? Or are we going to improve the sword? You know, what's it going to look like? And then, speaking of which, the symbol, the wall behind the title, we see this new character, and supposedly Hylia or Zelda. We see that image of them crossing their hand. Is this character friend or foe? That's my biggest question. But then, if we saw earlier, we see two, I'm just going to call them tiers. Why not? We see two tiers above these two characters. And we saw 7 of those above this new character earlier. Now, what do these mean? Obviously, they might be the tiers of the kingdom. But if you ask me, they look very, very similar to this. The fused shadow on top of Midna's head. Now, there's been a lot of talk about the Twilight coming back in this game. There's already so much speculation that we're going to see Skyloft, and there's going to be connections with Skyward Sword and Tears of the Kingdom. I almost said Breath of the Wild 2 there. But there's also a lot of speculation about Twilight Princess and the Twilight Realm coming back. But what do you guys think? I would love to see the Twilight come back. Would we see Midna come back? Probably not, and I'll tell you why. Because this game takes place years and years and years. Maybe 10,000, maybe just a couple of hundred, but years after Twilight Princess. There's no way we're going to see the same characters from a different Zelda game. Yes, we see the hero Shade, Hero of Time, in Twilight Princess. However, I feel like that's more of just a couple of generations, you know, rather than potentially thousands upon thousands of years. I could be proven wrong. I'd love to be proven wrong. Midna is my favorite character ever, and I'd love to see her back again. You know, that actually brings up another point. Could there be multiple Links in this game? Think about it. We got Twilight Princess, where we got the hero Shade training the new hero. That could happen again. I'd love to see that happen again. I mean, look at the direct we got. The first trailer was, what's it called? Fire Emblem Engage, where this new character, he's like teaming up with the spirit or something of Marth. Same thing could happen in this game. Come on, that'd be so cool to see Link like team up with the Hero of Time and the Hero of Twilight, and like that'd be so cool. But enough speculation on my part. The game comes out in 8 months. I'm sure there's millions and millions of theories that are going to come out of this trailer, and I cannot wait for the next one. Hopefully in the next trailer, we're actually going to get gameplay, story. That's kind of like what I was saying earlier. But it's funny to think that, yeah, we've had, 3 trailers and a small announcement. We haven't really gotten anything like a plot kind of story trailer or a gameplay kind of trailer. Yeah, we got a little bit. And we don't need too much in terms of gameplay because it's almost exactly the same as Breath of the Wild, but we got new toys to play with. Like, what's going on with Link's arm? What are, when he turns into a droplet and goes up, what's going on there? Where's Zelda? It's making me worry. Why did she fall into the chasm? What's going on there? I don't like it. But anyway, enough about theories and whatnot. I'm sure there's going to be many more updates and trailers with Tears of the Kingdom, and I'm going to be here for every single one for the next 8 months. So, I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay tuned.